Hi, I'm Emily and welcome to the park on this beautiful frosty day. Now today we're going to work on toning up those beautiful legs. We're going to start off with parallel feet, hip distance apart, and just before we get moving, we're just going to feel that pull up with that in-breath of the tummy, the tuck of the tailbone, and we're going to rotate those shoulders up and down to feel the length in the spine. Feel that your crown of the head is reaching to the sky or the ceiling, your tailbone is reaching down, and feel that lift out of that waist. Okay, to start off with, we're just going to take a big breath in, and on your out breath, we're going to find our center of gravity. So we're going to just rock nice and gently from the balls of the feet to the heels, and just see if you can really feel the stability of taking the weight over the balls of the feet and just holding it as you take another breath in and breath out to push that floor away nice and gently. You do not have to go very high. Feel the pull up in the kneecaps, the pull up in the leg, the squeeze of the tailbone, and that tummy really, really strong. Now, if the weight is too far back over my heels, as I push, I'm going to just fall away. So make sure you do keep the weight over the balls of the feet. Let's do that again. Here we go. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. We take a rock to the heels as we slightly lift the toes off the floor, and then a rock towards the balls of the feet as the heels come off. We're going to make that lift smaller and smaller and smaller, so you're not really going anywhere at all, but you're feeling the pull up through the whole body. Now I feel my toes spreading out, taking the full amount of surface space they can to help with my balance before I breath out and I push that floor away. And it's always a good idea to do it through the arms and flex the hands at the same time, so you feel like the hands and the arms are working with the legs and the feet. Okay, so do that at least 8 times. That must be at least 5 by now. That's 6. And that's 7, and that's 8, and come down with a lift in to feel the length in the body before you can't release the knees until the very last minute to feel the length in that spine, to do that nice soft plie and that reach through those legs, really working those inner and those outer thighs to keep that alignment with the knees reaching over the toes, hip distance apart, squeezing that glute, always pulling the tummy in at the same time, really focusing on those legs, and get that gentle pulse at least 8 times. Again, that must be at least 5, if not more. So let's say it's 6 and 7 and 8, and pull up. Now do that all again with the feet together. Less surface space means you have to work even harder. So pulling up in that tummy, tailbone under, rotate those shoulders, feel the length in the neck before you breath in to push the floor away for 1 and 2. Weight over the balls of the feet and keep it going all the way to 8. That's 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Pull up with the in-breath to go down. Soften the knees, squeeze those thighs together really tight. Feel everything here working hard for 5 and 6 and 7. Now we're going to take one heel off. Keep that going. Working this working leg here. This leg has got the tip of the big toe on the floor to help keep my balance before I pull up and feel nice and tall in that working leg. Pull up in that kneecap, squeeze those glutes and work those thighs for 5 and 6 and 7 and pull up 8. Now here's the tricky thing, push away from the floor again. See if you can really pull up to that whole leg. Keep it going. This leg is still supporting. 6 and 7 and 8. We come down, we swap legs by planting both feet down again. First and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Take the other heel off, work the other leg, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 is working all the muscles around those kneecaps. We pull up with the out breath. The out breath is on the main action, pulling up through that whole leg. Feel the stretch to that whole leg right up to the glute, and 6 and 7. Last one is 8. Now have this one to balance you. Push and work this leg. Push into the ball of this working leg, keep it going, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and take it down and take it down. Try to take the heels off the floor, squeezing those thighs tight together. We're going to lift the heels off, and 2, working all the muscles around those ankles and into the feet. The whole leg is working, keep it going for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now this is a tricky thing, hold it there and push the floor away, and 2, keep it going. Now if you wobble like this, don't worry, you've got your balls of your feet there to keep your balance, tummy in, and just try to hold it there. If you lose your balance like that, no worries, let's try that all again. It's working those legs really hard. Here we go. We're going to take those heels off 4 times for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We push 4 and and release those heels and give out those shakes, a little bit of a shake on those legs. Okay, let's take a turn out position. Turning out works really well by engaging those glutes, squeezing from the tops of the legs, tightening up those bottom cheeks really tight together. I can feel my inner and my outer thighs working by just standing here. Really squeeze everything. Pull up through those kneecaps. Heels are kissing. Try to imagine you're going to get the backs of those knees to touch. Right, tummy in, tailbone under. Pull up before you push that floor away again. We push it for 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We plie, pull up to get the knees in line with the toes. Now by taking the knees in this diamond shape, I can really feel the outer thigh working hard and the glute as well. We are still pulling that tummy in, but I can really feel these legs working hard to keep that alignment for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now we're going to work them even harder by raising one heel and then the other and popping it down, alternating. It goes up, up, down, down, up, up, and up, up. We're going to lead with the other leg. I can feel those inner thighs working hard on this one. Keep it going. Don't poke that tailbone out. Don't lean forward with the upper body. Keep it nice and straight and pulse again. 2. Really working these legs for 5 and 6. You're going to take both heels off together. We go up, 2, 3, all the way to 8, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Hold it there. Push up and lower those heels. Give it a little bit of a shake again. Bring them back into parallel line, and we're going to see if we can take a wider position. It's going from parallel to turn out and parallel and turning from the top of the leg, really squeezing those glutes and rotating in that thigh. Parallel one more time and open and stay. Okay, really working those inner thighs. We're going to take that pull up in that tummy. We're going to push the floor away again in this position. You're going to really feel those inner thighs working. Pull and push through the balls of the feet for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Pull up with the in-breath before you release the knees and open those thighs. 2 and 3 and 4. This really works those thighs. 6 and 7 and 8. We pull up again. Here we go. We push the floor away for 1 and 2 and 3. Just for 4. We go down and 2 and 3 and 4. We pull up just for 2. Push 1 and 2. Go down for 1 and 2. We do singles. We go up and down, up, pull up. Really pull up in those kneecaps and up and down. We do the whole thing again. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We pull up to plie down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulling up before you push through those balls of the feet again for 4. We go down. 2, 3, 4. Pull up for 2. Here we go. It's a 1 and 2. Down for 2. We've got singles again. Here we go. Push and plie. Push and plie. Pull up in those kneecaps. Long, strong legs. One more. Pull up and down. Now, don't come up. Hold it there. Just holding it there. Oh, that's really working those thighs. If you need a break, take a break. If this is too much for you, but while I'm talking, you're not allowed to come up. Hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't come up on my 8. 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath. In and out. We're doing that again. Pull up. Breath in. Release those knees. Hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now, if you can, I'm going to add something on here to really work those thighs. We're going to release one knee gently and pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other side. It goes 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We go for 4. We go 4, 3, 2. Other side. 4, 3, 2. Twos. 1, 2. Swap. 1. Singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more thing to add on to the end. Both together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pull yourself together. Pull it together. So you pull both inner thighs together, lift the heels, drop into parallel hip distance apart and give yourself a little bit of a shake and a wiggle. You need a little bit of a release after that one. a little bit of a pull, and just circle those knees just to release. Here we go for our next exercise. Okay, so now we've worked those thighs really hard. We're just going to see if we've got the strength to hold the leg up a little bit. So we're going to just take a step out into our second position, and we're going to soften those knees, and we're going to rock back onto that supporting leg. So we're just going to see if we can pull up and tap the inside of the supporting kneecap, pulling it up. This is what we call a classical retire move. It pulls up the retire. Pull it up, you pull the tummy in as well, working this thigh, working from the kneecap, and then drop down and see if you can transfer to the other side. Soften those knees. We've got that turnout from the top of the leg, and just keeping that turnout is working the back of the thigh, and then pulling up and working underneath that leg, dropping it down. Don't worry if you don't go up to the kneecap, if you go lower in the leg, that's okay. Just keep pulling up into this retire. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, drop it down. Let's try and see if we can do it on the other side again. One more each side, here we go. Pull up and 2, keep the tummy pulling in, keep it going for 5 and 6, this arm is helping to balance, and 8, tap low and go the other side. Here we go, soften those knees, get ready, pull everything up, and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, drop it down. Okay, let's take it into parallel line. So we're going to do this outer thigh, and we're going to lift it and tap the floor. Don't allow the hip to come up. You're really working the leg. Hold the tummy, hold the hip for almost 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Flex the foot so the whole foot comes off the floor. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Excellent. See if you can open and rotate in that leg. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And drop it down nice and safely. We have to do the other side. Here we go. Take the weight on that supporting leg. Really feeling the whole of this leg working hard. Tap the toe to keep your balance to start off with for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Flex the foot to take the whole leg off the floor. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now remember, rotate and drop down. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and down. Now if you did find that you needed to tap the toe in between on that one, you can. I will allow it. Let's work all around that leg. Bring that leg to the front, parallel line, turn it out and soften those knees. Let's work that inner thigh. Here we're going to lift it, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Feel this leg working. Keep it nice and far away with a soft knee. Now flex it and keep it off the floor. 2 and 3 and 4 and lift for 6 and 7 and 8. Now we're going to take it all the way out and pull it back. Take it all the way out and pull it back. Just 4 times, pull it back. Just 4 and pull it back. Drop it down. Let's do that all on the other side. Here we go. Taking it front, then turn out, tap that toe, keep those hips in line. Use your breath with the out breath. Pull that tummy in as you work that leg. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Flex and take it off the floor. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We're going to take it all the way out and pull it in. And 2 and 3 and 4. Now if you lose your balance like me, don't worry, we're still working that leg. Okay, so we're going to take it to the back. Here we go. Take that breath. We've had parallel, open and rotate, and lift that leg away from you. Don't keep it too close and underneath you. Working that thigh all the way down. Here we go. Lift the arm away as well. Same arm as leg working to squeeze and lift that leg a little bit higher. Doesn't have to be high off the floor, just a little way. But if you're really capable and balanced, take it a bit higher if you want to. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now I want you to soften that supporting leg, flex the foot and pulse it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, take that in, parallel line. We're going to do it on the other side. We're going to take that step back, turn out in those legs, take the weight on that front leg, toe tap, keep the balance here, hold on. If you need a chair near on any of these exercises, you can, but if you think you can work with that balance, keep that toe tap going. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Flex it and see if you can pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it down, come back to the center. Okay, so I have another little one for you. Here we go. We're just going to rotate in that leg. We're going to tap it to the front, to the side, and to the back. And then we're going to lift it through to the front, to the side, to the back. Lift it through. Front, side, back, lift it through. Front, side, back, and lift it through. Here we go, the big one. Rotate and pick it up with a soft knee. And 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7. Close on 8. Okay, so here we go. Other side, last exercise. Keep with me. It's going to be toe tap, reaching away and side and back. Pick up and put it through. And side and back. Pick up and put it through. And side and back. Pick up and put it through. And side and back and pick up and put it through. It's lifting for 1. Lift and rotate. Take the whole leg off, really squeezing those glutes, working those legs. 5 and 6 and 7 and pull up and parallel line and give yourself a little bit of a shake. Stretch out that calf on both sides. Take a step back into flat back. Last side, stretching through those legs. Step together, cross one leg over and just see if you can lean over it. And then the other side, cross it over, take the weight on the ball of the foot, squeeze and rotate, a little bit of a stretch down the back of that glute and into that leg, and you're done. Don't forget, if you like that video, thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.